Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nolita, Nolitha, Ndlazi, Ndlazi. I'm South African, currently an English teacher in China. Well, I'd like to do another video on two important documents which are important for employment in South Africa as well as employment overseas. So one is important for both South Africa and overseas, and the other only for overseas employment. So I will start with the police clearance certificate. The police clearance certificate is an important document for teachers in South Africa and teachers that wish to work abroad. It is also required for general other important for overseas. So what is a police clearance? A police clearance certificate basically is your criminal background check. So one needs to go to a local police station with their South African ID as well as 114 rands to apply for the certificate. At the local police station, the police officer will complete an application form and take fingerprints from both hands, the left as well as the right hand, and make a copy of your ID and certify it. You will then need to pay at the finance department at the police station the 114 rands. Once you've made the payment, the police officer that has assisted you will give you the address to courier the application to. The reason they do that is they have a lot of applications at the police station which they need to send to Criminal Record Center in Pretoria. Now, if you need it done faster, you will need to courier it to the Criminal Record Center in Pretoria. The police officer will give you the address to courier it to, the courier company which the police use or prefer to use. You could use your own, a local post office or any other courier service provider. It's up to you. You need to expect to pay around 100 rands or just above 114 or 20 for the courier service, on top of the 114 you have paid for the application. Now the police will give you the following address to courier your application to: Criminal Record Center, 271 Francis Bard Street, Butongo Plaza, Pretoria, 0001. Let me spell the address for you. Okay, first is Criminal Record Center, 271 Francis, Francis, Bard, Baard Street, Butongo, Bothongo, Plaza West, Pretoria, 0001, South Africa. That is the address you need to courier your application to. The police will also give you the email address as well as a telephone number to call to follow up on your application. On the form, you are required to write your telephone number, the reason being, once the Criminal Record Center in Pretoria receive your application, they will send an SMS notification to you to inform you that they have received the application, and once they are done, they will send a second SMS to inform you that you can now collect your police clearance certificate. So the turnaround time of the police clearance certificate is not consistent, and I'm not sure, it depends on the local or the police station, courier service, or the criminal record center. I don't know where or how it works out, because I've had a teacher who had hers in a day. I've had mine in a week, 2 weeks, and other teachers have had theirs in a month or 2 months. On paper, however, it is up to 8 weeks. I think up to 8 weeks that you should expect to receive back from the Criminal Record Center your police clearance certificate. Now, it will be written, your ID, your names, as the findings on your certificate. You do have a criminal record or no criminal record. And this is what, with the SAPS, South African Police stamp on top, and that's what the countries or the places of employment wish to see, that certificate, confirming that you do not have any criminal record in your country. This criminal record certificate is valid for 6 months from date of issue. Now you can use it also to apply to register to be a licensed teacher in South Africa. SACE, which is South African Council of Educators, registers qualified teachers in South Africa. Those are teachers with bachelor's in education or postgraduate certificate in education that register with SACE to be licensed teachers. Now, that also helps you to find a job in the country, because some schools might need to see your license, your practice number as a teacher. So you need to try and get it done as soon as possible. So for overseas employment, it is crucial to speed up your application, because the longer you delay to have your papers in order and to have everything in place, the longer it takes for you to get that first payment, that first salary overseas. So this one, it's both for South Africa and for overseas, and it's important. So the second one I would like to talk about is your passport. Your passport is a South African passport that you obtain from Home Affairs. Home Affairs, they are everywhere in the country, in all provinces, cities. You just need to take your South African ID book or card with 400 South African rands to your Home Affairs office to apply. They will complete the form for you, input on the computer, take your telephone number, you pay, you get a receipt to keep with you that you've applied for a passport and you have paid, and they will capture your telephone number on the system. So you no longer need to bring the passport photos with. They will take pictures at Home Affairs Department, which is minus the cost of applying for a passport. Now, at Home Affairs, they will send you an SMS to confirm they have received your application for your passport. And whenever it is ready, you will also get a second SMS notifying you that it is ready for collection. It takes 3 days to 2 weeks max. That's what we have been advised, 3 to 2 weeks. Most people I know I've assisted to get jobs, they get it within this period, and feedback from people from Facebook, and generally the positive feedback according to experiences of people at Home Affairs, especially the passport division, is positive feedback on the turnaround time. It's important because overseas companies, they sometimes reserve jobs based on nationalities. So you have jobs, for example, the English teaching jobs, engineers, the nurses. We know the nurses were always in demand way before time. South African nurses, they were in demand in the UK, in demand in the Middle East, demand everywhere. So those were first people who made working or living abroad fashionable, the nurses. So that passport, it says something about your country, your nationality, and the demand for employability. So job reservation, it happens even in teaching. So they have jobs reserved for certain nationalities that if you have a passport from this country, you will get preference over other nationalities at times. So that passport, then it becomes important. It is valid for 10 years from date of issue. So it's not a waste of money to apply for a passport. You could also use it if you wish to travel. You can also have it, use it for travel, visit other countries, and well as for employment in other countries. 10 years is a long time. So yeah, it's a very good document. I encourage people to use it at application stage. Give yourself a comparative advantage. Use your passport, use your police clearance at application stage, your qualifications, your references, your picture, your CV. Send everything at once. Now, this minimizes all the delays in the application process. Because some people, they get contracts and they wait forever for a visa because they don't have the documents ready. Some people missed out on the visas because they were not ready. I've had a teacher, they had already had a contract, but maybe she didn't have a police clearance certificate, she didn't have all those documents in place. She had to wait forever, and the visa was gone with somebody else. They don't wait for you. The fact that they've given you a contract, that doesn't mean sometimes they're going to wait for you. If they have other candidates, the visas will be issued to other candidates, and the job is gone just like that. So that's how it works. And sometimes, some of these places, they have jobs available in 3 days. So imagine if they have a job available in 3 days, you're still going to be like, ooh, I don't have a passport. And unfortunately, it doesn't take 3 days for you to get it back. You have missed on that opportunity. And sometimes, yeah, you need that police clearance. You need to have those always with you. Your police clearance as well as your passport. So your police clearance is valid only for 6 months from date of issue. And it's good to always, if you're still in the country, apply for another one. I apply while I'm abroad sometimes. I visit the South African embassy, try and see if I can apply just to prepare for my next job and send it to my country and like, okay, I know I want to, in case I need to leave again, I have my police clearance. I have sent in my application before. So if you are abroad, you can always apply for your police clearance at a South African embassy in that country and send it to the Criminal Record Center in Pretoria. By the time you get home, it's just ready for collection. And you know, the only thing that will keep you waiting, it will probably be just getting a visa from that country. So leaving will not take you long to leave or move to your next job. So you got to do those things just to prepare and always give yourself some time. And don't wait until the last minute to have these things done. Oh, I see her adverts. Oh, I'm always like thinking maybe, oh yeah, if I get your passport ready. Don't wait until the last minute. And you're not a believer. Don't be Thomas's. You know that Thomas mentality, oh, seeing is believing. When the day you have a contract and then you're like, oh, I think I gotta go and apply for my passport. It will be too late. What if they have a visa now? They need you now. You might miss on that job. Always have your passport with you. Always try to get your police clearance certificate, especially if you're certain you want to do this thing, you want to leave. Also, if you want to work in their country. Now, some people have asked me about, is it a criminal offense if I owe retail stores, the banks, or my student loan? No. It is not a criminal offense to owe a retail store, to owe a bank, or to owe for a student loan. You can get a job and pay them back. We link our accounts. When I was in Japan, I linked my account to my South African bank account. When I was in Saudi Arabia, I could link my Saudi bank account to my South African bank in order for me to pay whoever I need to pay. That's how it works. So you are able to pay your accounts, you are able to pay whoever you owe, you are able to continue, doing what you're supposed to be doing. So it is not a criminal offense to leave the country while you owe a retail store, or you owe the bank, or you owe your student loan. So get the job out there and leave, or get a job in South Africa. So we know unemployment is at 50% at the moment. So I encourage everyone to share jobs. It's 50% documented and undocumented. So I encourage people to help others out there by sharing any information regarding jobs and regarding helping people, doing the right CV, how to get, all these things done. Some people you can help others. Maybe you're good at typing. Type other people's CVs, help them out. We serve God, dearly beloved, with our time, effort, talent, money, or resources. So that's how you serve God, and that's how you give back. So you know how to type. Help somebody to type their CV and make it nice. You have jobs, help people with jobs. If you have information, time, anything, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, share it everywhere. So regarding all these issues with the police clearance certificate, the turnaround time, the inconsistency, and in terms of getting it back from the police, I have tried personally to escalate on Twitter. Let's all make a noise on Twitter. Twitter works, social media works. Governments have done things through social media, the power of social media. Use Facebook, tag the ministers. Most politicians, South African politicians, are on Twitter. Tag them on Twitter, the Minister of Police, the South African Police, the Presidency, everybody tag. Our CIC, I've tagged him, Julius Malema, on several things, like tag my CIC. Please, we need these things done. So it has to tag influential, powerful people in your country on Twitter and everywhere to make sure that things are done to benefit the people. So use that to your advantage. Use that platform, social media, to your advantage. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's spread love through spreading jobs. Help others with their CVs, help others with money to get to a job. Do generous acts out there. Help people to get to a job. Maybe they need taxi money for an interview. Whatever they need, just help others out there. That's how we spread love, we share love. Sharing is caring, sharing is caring. So you share everything. Make the world a better place through the force called love. Love it is the most beautiful thing. Share and give back to the community and help others. I love you. Love is action. So my actions, they show who I am. They tell you about what I'm about. It's not only the words, but the actions, what I do to give back to the people, to make the world a better place. And I encourage you to choose an area of activism. Choose where we wish to help and to make a difference in your society and communities to make this world a better place. Let's spread some good deeds. Choose to make a difference or be a difference. Love you, everyone. Take care. Goodbye.